Hello, beautiful soul. My name is Lisa. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's start the reading. I feel like this person was always in this hopeless, helpless energy that there's nothing that they can do. It is what it is, but that's not really the case here. This person is going through something about this significant divine truth, which is that there's a lot of help and a lot of assistance in this connection, but also the divine truth is explaining to this person that their victim mentality, it doesn't work for them anymore, that they're being asked to grow, and that you've been somebody that's been very, very patient. This is somebody that misses the way that things were and how this person is constantly thinking about how much you mean to them. And it's been difficult with this person. The idea of you moving on has been hard for them, but they had to come to this conclusion that due to their fear, due to their inability to take a level of action, this is what's causing the truth here. The truth is, this is due to their energy. And I feel like this is somebody where you've been very patient with them. I feel like there's been a lot of delays here with inside of your connection. And, I just give for a lot of you, there was a lot of suffering in silence. And you were going through a lot of struggles, or there was a lot of things that you were dealing with that I feel like this person really wasn't there to assist with. I'm also getting with divine truth, this is somebody that's watching you very, very closely. And they may pretend not to care, but they do. And it's the same thing on your end too. It doesn't matter how cold you are or how much you say, I'm done. You still love this person, hence why you're watching a love reading. But I also feel like too, the thing about this person is, the real truth about it is that they become obsessive over your energy, and I also feel like that scares them. This is someone that even if they're gone, they're still connected to you, either through friends, through family, through social media, through a job, through whatever it may be, because this person feels like they can't cut you off completely from their life. Even if they're scared to return, they're so scared not even to be your friend. Like, this is somebody that is worried about not having any access to you at all. And I feel like they interact with you through social media or through some other advantage point, but they are receiving a lot of truth here. There's something here where this person is very emotional, and I keep getting that something has flipped. Something in your situation has completely changed. And again, I feel like it could be the fact that, you have a lack of faith in this person with coming forward and doing the right thing. Because this is somebody that's given you a lot of mixed signals over, the past. But they feel like meeting you was unexpected. You changed their whole world forever, feeling lost as a loser identity. The thing about when you come into contact with a soul partner, a divine partner, a twin flame, it changes you forever. You were brought into their life to have this major catalyst, to have this significant change, to have this significant falling apart. For some of you, this is somebody that could have been in a third-party situation, And that's why I feel like you kind of came in here and needed to change the situation. But what you don't realize is that you've come in and created a significant tower moment within this person. And tower moments are hard, but they come because people refuse to change. People refuse to do things differently. And I feel like you're somebody that was very necessary for their growth, as they were necessary for you to heal those areas and aspects of yourself that you've repressed or kept hidden. There's something about you breaking the generational curses. I also feel like you were brought into this person's life to really push them to be better, push them to do better, but also it's forcing you to acknowledge that you deserve better. That's also a divine truth that you're coming to. And I feel like with this person right now, their life may be falling apart, and they may feel like they're being pulled in multiple directions here. And no matter what they try to do, if it's something that's not meant to stay, they have to let it go. But they're refusing to let it go. It's almost like this person is trying to sweep up the sand at the beach. Make that make sense. So, I feel like everything continues to crumble until they accept the fact that the sand is there for a reason. This is also somebody in particular that if you and them are not in communication, everything around them, it feels as if it's completely falling apart at the seams. And I just get overwhelmingly that they're learning to let go of their fear. They're learning that this connection is to, really illuminate who they are and who they're meant to be. We are helping this connection evolve to see things as they really are, to bring light to all that has been hidden. So again, with this person, they can't hide anymore. They can't lie to themselves anymore about who you are. Part of it had to do with their significant insecurity pertaining to you. Why are you good to me when no one else has been? Why do you want to take the time to understand me? Why? Why is it that after multiple times of start and stop, what is it about me that you like? What is it about me that you feel it fits you? This is somebody that views you as being perfect. Nobody's perfect. Everybody has their flaws. But to this person, you're perfect. They think all this kind of love only happens in fairy tale stories because to them you are too perfect to believe it's true. This is also somebody that either is stuttering, or this is somebody that has a hard time expressing exactly how they feel when it does come to you, because I see this person trying to explain to other people or people around them who you are, and how this person really needs to clean up their act and take care of themselves to be a better person or to be a better partner for you. For some of you, you or your person may live in a rural area or a wooded area. You may be noticing, pay attention if you're seeing blue jays, or if you're seeing rabbits, or deer, or doe. For some of you, you're somebody where you naturally attract animals, even if you don't want to. There's something about your energy where you attract kids, animals, people, whatever. But again, the truth is, this person didn't feel like they were good enough for you. That's the reality. It's not that you were fake, but they may have felt like your viewpoint on love was skewed. I am going to be honest with that. I feel like this person thought, oh, they think that they can solve everything with love. Well, there's more to life than love. Love fades or love comes, love goes. You're putting too much of an emphasis on love, but in reality, when you lead from your heart space, when you lead from a place of love, when you lead from a place of gratitude, that's the highest vibration of all. Love is not the highest vibration of all, it's gratitude, it's being thankful. But I get that this person had a lack of faith within inside of themselves, that they deserve this. That somebody like you could love somebody like them. It's almost giving me very Beauty and the Beast type of energy. You guys may be polar opposites, or there may be some type of significant difference. Whether that's age, whether that's race, whether that's religion, whether that's the background of how you guys grew up, your financial status, or something that's different between the two of you. But what's crazy is, I feel like you and this person are very similar. This is somebody that will be with somebody that has their same mindset, where it's a lack of empathy or a lack of love, and it's very logical. It's like this person has a clipboard and they're checking the boxes, but they're not fulfilled emotionally. That's the truth here. That's why this person is beginning to fall apart here, because what they're normally used to, it's no longer working. This is also somebody that was very focused on the material. They see how their focus on material things hasn't made them happy and only holding them back from love. So, again, this could be somebody that felt like, I don't have enough to give you. This could be somebody that felt like, if, for instance, they have kids, I have to do the right thing for my kids. I can't move forward until I have this handled. I have to have X amount in the bank. I have to have X amount of assets. I have to have whatever before I can even entertain this love. And I feel like that's also what's caused this, fright, almost. But again, this is an energy where it is a fated encounter, right? This is something where this person, it's impossible to avoid. Even if they wanted to get one thing done before the other, we all know sometimes that's just not how life works. Sometimes you have to go with the flow of life. And I feel like with this person, the moment that they laid their eyes on you, they knew that you were something special. They knew that you were meant to be with one another. And I feel like with this person, you've made a significant impact on them, where it's made them question their belief system. It's made them question what is really important to them. Because this is a life-altering event, you stepping in here and showing them the truth. What's the truth? What's the truth here? What's the truth? Can you show me? Yeah, that they're going through a significant awakening, and this awakening, it's like, look at this. Okay, do you see how there's this book here, and there's a person sitting on top of this book? It's almost like you're magical. The truth is, the awakening process has begun, and they now hold a new understanding of love and recognize the connection. But they also recognize the potential of the connection. That's what they're deep in their thoughts about. And they're deep in their thoughts about you. And they're realizing how their distractions of the materialistic possessions, their distractions of this 3D type of energy, prevented them from seeing the actual potential within inside of you. And by not seeing the potential in you, they were unable to see the potential in them. I get that with this person, this is really about them opening up. You may be a life path of a dragon or a rabbit. There's a dragon on his shoulder here. There's a rabbit here. You may be a life path of a rooster. Because here's the thing about this person. I feel like whoever you're dealing with, they're in the process of healing their old wounds. And I think that intuitively you know this. And I feel like this person has always asked themselves why they're so drawn to you. Why can they not stop thinking about you? And it's because this connection is very intense, and that they had to understand their fears in order to overcome their emotions for you. So this is somebody that's having a significant light bulb moment where they're having this realization, where it's direct knowledge coming from source to them, without them trying to rationalize it. This is also them having a deep understanding or a deep knowing that you're meant to be here. I feel like they've seen something recently, or there's something that's come about unexpectedly. I get that this person is grieving. They're stuck in grief and unable to see that they still have the power to create positive changes. But see, that's coming apart here. This is falling apart, whoever this person is. The idea that they don't have access to change, that's not true. However, I feel like this person wants to return to you because being apart from you, being in front of you, being able to touch you, communicate to you, smell you, whatever it may be, it's driving them crazy. And there's something here about this person feeling like they're running out of time. That time is ticking very quickly. And you may even feel like this is never gonna happen, but I don't get that. I feel like this is a destined connection. You were destined to meet this person, and you and them have an unbreakable bond, but unfortunately you are dealing with somebody that's broken. And believe it or not, but more than likely you were probably broken too. You just had a different mindset. Instead of being the villain and going about it by shutting it off, you were the hero, right? The hero and the villain have the same story. That's the craziest thing about it. Just like cows and bison, when a storm hits, they're one of the animals that can sense when a storm is coming. And instead of running into the eye of the storm, instead of hitting something head on, handling it, getting it over quickly, ripping off that band-aid, the cows run from it. And while they run from it, it gets worse for them because they're still running from the same storm. So, with this energy, I feel like there's a deep inner knowing that you and this person have the same energy. You guys are going through a lot of the same things. But I feel like they needed to understand the significance of your relationship and the connection. This may be something that they thought was trivial or thought what you guys were just going to be great friends, friends with benefits, work colleagues, whatever it may be. But they also understand that there's something higher here when it comes to their level of consciousness. And I feel like they didn't understand it until now, and now the more that they understand your significance, the harder it becomes. Because this person, with uprooting, they're leaving all that is familiar to them, or a long-term relationship to start a brand new life with you. This person wants to commit to you. They want to hold your hand. If you've been sick, they want to take care of you. They want to walk with you. They want to talk with you. They want to have coffee with you. They never want to look back, but they also know that they have to release the other commitments in their life in order to fully commit to you. And for some of you, it's not them releasing a person, but it's releasing a way of life. It's releasing a past negative way of thinking. For some of you, it is the fact that there may possibly be a third-party energy. And this person made you feel inadequate because they possibly chose a different energy over you, but what you don't see is that they sit in the regret and they sit in the pain over losing you due to their selfish reasonings. And they're beginning to understand that you didn't deserve that, and that there's this energy. Pay attention to seagulls right now. Pay attention to birds. This person is getting ready to make some type of significant change here. Because I feel like they want to balance this energy. Again, it's like I look over and I see this. Look at this. 11. There's the gates of heaven, right? But this is about them uprooting, okay, their past in order to make something with their current, to make something happen now. This is somebody that needs to stop being scared of what other people are going to think and just do it. I definitely feel like you have somebody around you here though, the rival. Okay. There's somebody here that's very jealous of your situation or of your connection. And I feel like this is somebody that your person is letting go of to work on you know, the issues and the struggles. Because this person is realizing that they allowed other people to kind of come in and deter them from your connection, but I feel like they want this fresh start with you. They're ready to go the distance. They're ready to go the journey of your connection, of the situation, because again, they don't want you to give up now when you've come this far, because it will be worth it in the end, I'm telling you. This is somebody that is making a change that you may or may not know or may not see in order to be with you. This is a very, very beautiful energy that's coming in here. But again, I feel like you do have some people here that don't want the two of you to be together. for whatever the reasoning is, and maybe we'll dive deeper into that in the extended. By the way, if you haven't already, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Show me what messages you have for the collective when it comes to this person. Yeah, I feel like with the Five of Swords here, it's funny. I don't know why, but they showed me a raccoon, okay? A raccoon digging in the garbage, trying to like find something. You may have people right now that are trying to gain or get information on you, on exactly who you are, because I feel like people are watching this person change and they know that it's because of you. I also feel like with this person, there's something here about them politicking or about, the way that they answer things. Sometimes you may feel like you can interpret it in multiple ways, but I also feel like it's because this person didn't want to let you go. But at the same point of not wanting to let you go, they knew that they had to change. They weren't ready to change. So they were doing whatever they could in order to hold on to the narrative. So there is a little bit of manipulative energy here because this person knew what you deserved and knew what they needed to do, but doing that actual action itself, it was challenging for them. So this is somebody that could possibly play mind games, coming in as Aquarius energy or Venus in Aquarius. But I also feel that this energy now, with the Hierophant here, Taurus energy, Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio, Aries energy, what they do is they self-sabotage. That's the truth about it. They self-sabotage your situation. They self-sabotage if you try to move on and move forward. They self-sabotage it, whether it's their energy that's acting as a repellent towards this person, whatever it may be. But here's a funny thing, God sees everything. But to be honest with you, this energy is not coming in as your person, but I feel like this is a past energy, but I also feel like this is a current energy of somebody around you. Whether it's an ex, whether it's a person that you're currently committed to, this could also be somebody that your person is associated with. It's one or the other of you are associated to this person that's trying to create ripples in your path. This is somebody that's trying to create waves or trying to rock the boat because they see that you're in a very focused energy here, right? There's something about you being very balanced right now. There's something about you where you've provided this person guidance, because also too, the crazy thing is, I feel like there's a lot of manipulation going on with your person. So you may say certain things in order to help this person, because the reality is this, with this Magician energy coming in, fives may be significant, right? The Hierophant is 5. The Five of Swords, you may be a life path number 5. You're a problem solver. And I feel like when this person comes forward and opens up about the adversities that they're going through, about the manipulative energy, like there could be somebody here that's been blackmailing them in order for them to stay, especially if they're in the public eye, or if it is a work situation or a family situation. There's somebody here that has something that they're holding over their head. I feel like this person wants to come forward and express to you exactly what it is with a confession. because they feel like you can fix it. This also may be somebody that smokes cigars or has like a certain watch collection, because it's something about coming in. They feel like it's time to be honest and open with you about the situation or the narrative at hand. But also, again, I feel like God is stepping in here and saying, no, nope, we see what you're doing. But also sometimes God needs to allow things to play out to see what people are going to do and how you're going to handle it. However you're handling it, you're alchemizing the energy. You're turning a negative into positive. You're turning grapes into wine, lemon into lemonade, a house into a home, groceries into a dinner. I can keep going, but there's something about you right now where your intellect, emotional intellect, spiritual intellect, whatever it may be, it's coming in as alchemy. It's coming in as illuminating the negative and turning the negative into positive. And there's some type of problem that you are going to be able to solve with this person. And it can be associated to this devil energy. It can be associated to the fact that there's certain attachments to this person that are unhealthy. You may help this person financially. You may help expose the shadow side to this person, whatever their fears are. But I also feel like you're helping this person get through the lies. You're helping this person cut through the fat. You're illuminating something. They're showing this person in the dark. And you have a flashlight and you're illuminating like the book. There's some type of book that's being illuminated here. The book of truth. It's funny, the book of Eli. Maybe your person's name is Eli, I don't know, but it's something about this energy being exposed. Because again, the magician has the ability to go towards the Hierophant or go towards the devil. It's their responsibility. But it's something about you giving this person all of the information that's been hidden from them thus far. And in this, it's creating this divine connection. It's pulling this person closer to you because you're balancing out their energy. There may be somebody here that may have a very addictive personality where drinking, substances may definitely be an issue here. Gambling, certain, going into certain behavior, being around certain people that they're not meant to be around here. It's like you're illuminating to this person that if they did the right thing and if they followed the path that was set forth in front of them and stopped worrying about everything negative. This is somebody that focuses on the negative instead of the positives. They would realize what this connection is. And again, with Temperance here, you're coming in and you are acting as the middleman to balance the